Hello, thank you for having us here today. We're Film 435. We're the fiction filmmaking class here at MSU. I think we'll start by introducing ourselves. I'm Raveena Mishra. I am one of the writers on the project. I am also one of the producers.
I'm Michael Rautio. I'm a producer on this film.
And I am Collin Higgins. I am the line producer, which is one of the producers, but mainly in charge of all the financial and budgetary aspects of the production.
Hi, my name is Dannie Nguyen. I am also one of the writers for The Broken Diamond, and I'm also in charge of post sound and sound mixing on set.
Hi, my name is Orwig, and I'm the director of The Broken Diamond.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kutchinski. I am one of the writers as well and the first assistant director.
Okay, so the Michigan State University Fiction Filmmaking Capstone is the culmination of years of learning and prerequisites in the art of filmmaking. Students put forth their newfound expertise and create a thrilling 30-minute short film from the ground up. In 2 semesters, students tackle each phase of the film life cycle, from writing of the script, producing the film, casting actors, shooting and directing, editing, marketing and distributing the audience at film festivals across the state and country. This project provides a stepping stone for students who are prepared to enter the film industry as professionals and future Spartan graduates.
Our class is also completely run by students. We are under the experienced eyes of 2 full-time MSU film professors, but we generally run class and on set. Each and every student has come together driven by their individual passions for film for one common goal, allowing students to thrive under multiple departments, from producing, directing, camera, gripping, sound design, art direction, behind the scenes, and marketing roles. Basically, this class helps everyone in, practicing all different skills needed for filmmaking.
So, The Broken Diamond, what is it about? So it tells the story of a minor league baseball stadium janitor named Ray. While cleaning the stadium stands after a late game, Ray discovers a beaten and bloodied man in a closet. When fellow janitor Anise stumbles upon her rolling the man's body to safety in a garbage bin, the 2 of them end up discovering a dark conspiracy rooted deep in the franchise and will do whatever it takes to save the team and coworkers they love. This project tells the story of not just the underdog team, but the ones often glanced over by who work hard behind the scenes. This film helps give the unsung heroes of society a chance in the spotlight and to save the day, told in a funny yet emotional drama while highlighting the themes of redemption and friendship. Written, produced, and filmed by the very students who started this project together this past September. The passion for this project is the same as the film character's passion for the fictional baseball team, the Panthers.
So we are hoping with your help, this film will not only be one step closer to completion, but one step closer to being viewed by audiences and professionals across the state and country. And it will give all the graduating seniors a memorable send-off and something to start their professional careers, as well as just a time capsule of all the memories and hard work we've shared as a cast and crew.
Each year, the class is...
My bad.
You're good, Collin. Each year, the class is given... Oh, you're good. Each year, the class is given a budget of $5,000 for production needs. This covers everything that Collin is going to cover in just a second. But the Broken Diamond is not only the largest class in size in the history of this capstone, like the entire class, but it is also the most ambitious project to date. As Dannie wonderfully covered, the size of this project is enormous. There are so many different elements that previous capstones have not been able to take on due to restrictions. But going forward, the Broken Diamond has set up that standard, and because of that, our budget needs to be adjusted.
Yeah, so as Harrison pointed out, each year the class is only given a $5,000 annual budget with a goal of a fundraiser at the very end of the production to cover some of the costs that the budget cannot cover throughout the year. One of the things is, with the largest class size in this capstone's history, and probably one of the largest cast and crews. Food is a huge part in making sure every student on long shoots and all the wonderful actors we have and extras we've had fill in are fed. Now we're kind of transitioning to post-production, so making sure like our editing team and the people who are doing the sound mixing, who are in the studio for long hours, can always feel free to go grab some food. So just better quality pizza is what we're looking for. Just securing any final props or materials we need for maybe like reshoots or anything that might come up later on. Sound is a huge aspect of filmmaking and something that's often overlooked. And music is something we really want to hire a good composer who can come in and just really add layers and layers of detail to the scenes that we have. And then obviously the marketing and promotion of the completed project into film festivals. One of the film festivals that usually the class looks into is the Traverse City Film Festival. They've established a great relationship with the people over there. But as this class is growing and getting larger, we do also want to help promote the class and university and expanding it into other film festivals, maybe even outside the state. One of the positive, I guess, impacts of COVID is virtual film festivals have become more popular. And so we would be allowed then to submit our film into festivals outside of the state of Michigan and be able to actually attend it virtually and not just have it sent in and just hope people like it. So we're hoping to be able to enter into many film festivals that we can, but that only can be done with the help of donations. And then obviously a red carpet premiere for all the people who worked on it, the cast, the crew, the families, the friends, the public, to come in and watch it in an environment that we can all share together. It's obviously one of the best aspects of film and filmmaking and movies and movie going experiences is just being in a room with everyone watching one thing and enjoying that together. And then obviously just a wrap party for all the cast and crew, just to celebrate amongst ourselves and have a great time.
Thank you, guys. So our first question is for anyone or everyone, and it is, what are you most looking forward to when this film premieres?
I can
take-
start. Oh, sorry, Harrison.
Go ahead, Sarah. Nope, go ahead.
I can start with that one. I think what's really exhilarating about a premiere is just the fact that it's only been seen by all of us in the class and the cast for many, many months. So, nothing about the story at the moment feels super new to us. We've just been doing this every day, day in and day out. So it'll be really exciting to see audience reception to like a twist in the story or a certain sound cue or a certain cool visual that we've implemented and see their reaction. That's always something that's really exhilarating for me.
I can pick it up too. I think one of the most exciting things for me once we hit that premiere point is going to be the fact that it's finished. Because over the course of these 2 semesters, I have watched this class like pour their heart and soul into this production, and so much like hard work and time has been dedicated towards just this one project. It's going to be really cool to just see everybody know it's done, and that's going to be really fun for everybody because we sunk so much time into this project, and it will be worth it in the end.
Thank you, guys. And the next question is, how has COVID-19 affected the production of this film, and what did you do to overcome these challenges?
I can take over for a moment. COVID-19 definitely had an impact on our film. From pre-production to production, we really had to make sure that everyone was safe during all aspects of the filmmaking process. From everywhere from sitting in the classroom discussing where we're going to go with the film to actually being on set wearing masks and having personal protection equipment and such.
It also was a challenge too, coming back from the fall semester into the spring with the university having the month of January all remote. It made us have to go back and readjust to classes on Zoom and working in smaller groups in Zooms and breakout rooms, something that we kind of were sad to go back to, but you know, especially after having the fall semester finally back in person and seeing each other, so we had to readjust again, and then just also making sure that we on sets we had all the proper supplies, extra masks, hand wipes, hand sanitizers, all those things that did come out of our school budget.
Thank you. And the next question is, do you have a favorite memory from this project that you'd like to share?
I do. So I actually am also not just one of the line producers, but I am the mascot. So I act in the film as the mascot, Pete the Panther, and watching one of the scenes in the edit, there was a scene in Reno Sports Bar where the Panther is playing pool with one of the other workers at the stadium, and I remember I was aiming for the ball and I hit it and it went right past the ball, but like I was thinking every shot. I don't know how I was doing it, and there's this one scene where like you see me miss a ball, but somehow still hit another ball into the pocket, and I just look up at my actor in the scene in just disbelief, was like, I don't know how I'm making all these. They're just going in. And he's even looking back at me. We're trying our hardest just not to laugh because it was just so funny. And you can see us in the background just fighting Zach so hard. And it's just really funny to look back and watch.
I can add on another one too. During multiple scenes, we are in a bowling alley, and in this bowling alley, there's a scene right at the end where a character gets a strike. I believe that's what's called, and we were just grabbing the side where we only saw the actor roll the ball, not even looking at the pins or anything. So it's just like, all right, her name is Jennifer. I said, all right, Jennifer, just roll the ball down the lane and it'll be all good. And we start rolling on it. She does it, and you could see like Jennifer and then everybody behind her just watching the ball like roll down. And it's like, oh, that's going towards the middle. And then she got a strike right there. And I think the entire set just erupted. Like the energy there was great. I think I just started jumping up and down, and that was the kind of like companionship and friendship we developed. I think even just from that one moment is like, it is just covered across the entire film. And that encapsulates it a lot for me.
We also had this one day at the Lansing Lugnut Stadium. That's where we've been filming a lot of our film. And we had this one day where we staged a fake baseball game. So we got a whole group of people together, and, you know, I was calling cues of, you know, someone's on, you know, this plate, someone just ran in and someone got a home run, stuff like that. And just to see the crowd equally excited to act and be extras in this film definitely was something that was super fun for us. And it almost made me feel like we were watching, you know, a real game or hosting a real game.
Thank you, guys. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to add before we move on to the next question? Okay, so the next question is, what advice would you give to future filmmaking students at MSU?
I can pick up this one. In terms of overall advice towards any filmmakers at MSU is to do as much work as you're able to take on as much production experience and different roles and stuff, to get a sense of what you do like and what you don't like. Because there are so many different roles that can be found on a film set, as we found with this class, just the size of it. Everybody has a different position that can fill in, and it's really important to know what you like and what you don't like. The second piece of advice for that, especially with this class, is to go in with a plan. Come in knowing what you want, know what you want to get out of it. It is so important to use the wonderful opportunities you have here at MSU to get a sense of what you want to do later on. And once you use this first few years to get to build up stuff, to really get a portfolio, to get a bunch of different projects under your name, and then when you find that thing, focus in on it and try to really develop that, especially with these upper level classes.
I think I can even.
Sorry, Raveena first.
I was just gonna say, kind of even going off of what Harrison said, about like just putting yourself out there and trying what you like, or and figuring what you don't like. It's really important, not within in the context of class, but like even working on other film productions at state, just seeing what you can help out with and developing different skills is really important, because everything's always applicable everywhere. And so that's kind of what I would say.
Sorry to cut into your advice there, Raveena, but if there's something that this project especially has taught me, is just the importance of perseverance. You are going to face, and everyone's nodding, you are going to face obstacle after obstacle, no matter what film you're making, but it truly is a labor of love, emphasis on the labor. So just remember the love aspect, and there's all those great memories that we were just sharing. So it's something that is super hard work. You're going to dedicate a lot of hours to this. I think out of curiosity, I averaged how many hours we've about worked on this project outside of class, and it was over 100. So you're going to spend a lot of time with it, but you're going to make a lot of memories, and just to remember the good parts and know what you're working for.
I would also say, like, for any advice, just be courageous, be willing to help out others. Collaboration is a huge part. Don't be afraid to reach out to other people for help. Don't be afraid to offer your help to other people. Don't be afraid to just put yourself out there. It's a really creative process. So just, create what you can.
Nice. Thank you, guys. Would anyone else like to answer? Or move on now? Okay. The next question is, how did you come up with the topic for the film?
I think we really wanted to highlight like unsung heroes, and try to pick, try to go as big as we could. And that's kind of where we kind of meshed the two ideas of, custodians at a sporting event, and therefore, the minor league baseball stadium. We were just trying to be like, we have the time, we have the crew, like where can we move this story? And so I think that's where we started to develop two custodians in minor league baseball stadium. Something goes wrong, and trying to figure out how to develop the story from there.
Nice. Would anyone else like to add anything? Or all set? Okay.
I was just going to add, it was just fun and exciting to collaborate with two other writers. That was definitely a fun experience, because primarily before the script, I had written only by myself. And so to actually work with two other people, so that when I was stumped, I turned to Raveena or Dannie, and they would have like a better idea than anything I could think of. So I was like, okay, cool, we're going with that. So it was really great. So if someone had writer's block, someone else usually had a better idea. And so it really helped, I think, bring the script to life.
Yeah, I think the collaboration between like Sarah, Dannie, and I like really is what kind of grew the story of trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, and kind of just throwing everything we could think of out there and see what stuck. So I would definitely think like the film is definitely like born out of that collaboration, and like that, like-minded goal of getting this done and making a film that we're all proud of.
Yeah, I think someone who wasn't part of the writing team, but knows the three of them quite well. It like reading the script, it was fun to see the different personalities of both the writers and the people they are, and how they combined into something entirely new in the script, and they being able to read it and be like, oh, like I could just tell like, oh, that's Danny's writing, then all of a sudden it switches to Raveena's, and it's like, oh, that plays off really nicely. Like you can see that they're like the work of their collaboration is play out in front of you while you're reading it.
Thank you, guys. The next question is, well, I know you guys could have already answered this one, but the next question is, what has been the best part of working on this for each of you?
I can start. I think for me is definitely getting to work with everybody in the class is the best part. Everybody's extremely talented and enthusiastic about working in film, working for this class. Just a lot of energy, like a lot of good energy from this class, and coming to set is always fun. Being in class is always great. It really makes like doing this project worthwhile when you work with really amazing people. So I think that's my favorite part of this class is getting to know everybody better and just learning from each other as well.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely been really nice having such a big crew and having so many like-minded individuals in a big room, and just everyone working together and doing their part and just trying their best to make the whole film come together as a whole. And not only that, but it's seemed like pretty much everyone has had their spot in their time in the spotlight, and just having their moments of triumph and just showing off their abilities and doing their positions to the best of their ability. That's definitely been something that's been really cool to experience.
And the next question is, are there any notable graduates of this program that you guys know of?
I know a few people because actually how I learned about this class was freshman year at State. I knew I wanted to do film. I had no idea how I was going to do it. So I saw this I think flyer for, at the time 4 years ago, the title of the film they were working on was called Dead Ends, I believe. And so I saw that and they were looking for a production assistant. So I was like, okay, I don't know much, but I'll do it. And I showed up for one day and I kept returning. And I think I was at about 8 of their shoots, something around that number. And just to meet all those people, and I just remember being so excited and talking to my sister about it. And I knew I wanted to do film, but I was like, oh my God, yes, I do. I love it. I want to go back. So I know they are all off doing great things. I think the audio person from that class now works for a radio station in Detroit. I think the director is doing some work in LA. The producer might be in Chicago. So I know they've all gone off to do really great things.
I believe that the last year's class, the director of it went on to, I believe, it was like American Film Institute or I believe that, I think Sarah Niner had, yes. So she went on, she's pursuing a master's in film at a prestigious film school. Yeah, I had a friend also last year who was the producer for it, who had got a really, while she was a student, had a really prestigious internship producing over in Ireland. It was like a study abroad / internship. And I know she really enjoyed it and really got her name out there, like all the way in Ireland too. So yeah, there's been, it's a fairly new minor, I think, within the last 10 years. So there's no famous movie director out there yet, I don't believe, but I'm sure that there's going to be quite a few, seeing the talent that has come through this class.
Thank you, guys. And the last question is, what do each of you hope to do after graduation?
I can start off. Right in August, I'm moving with a production company I'm a part of, Evil Twin Digital, to Atlanta, and we're hoping to begin work there and just find jobs and opportunities within that space, because Atlanta is a brand new city that is very good for both narrative and broadcast. It's something I've been very excited about for a long time, and we're finally doing it.
I guess I'll go next. After this class and graduation, I plan on staying in East Lansing for about a year until moving out to a different state. But in the meantime, I plan on building my resume with jobs in the area, as well as working on building my production company up. So that's what I'll be working on.
I'll also be moving down to Atlanta. Reiterating what Harrison says, it's just a really big market right now. There's a lot of jobs, a lot of tax incentives going into the state, into the city. And so it's just it's a hub for aspiring young filmmakers.
For myself, me and two others have tentatively, nothing's planned yet, but talked about moving to LA potentially, and just looking for video and media work there. But I definitely think I skew towards film and TV and to be on the production side of things, with a goal of I would love to like direct and produce.
I got to be honest, I don't know. I'll learn wherever I can, and I'll see where life takes me.
I kind of am with Dannie on this one as well. I do hope to pursue film after college, and I'm just kind of seeing, where the best opportunities are and kind of slowly build my resume that way.
That's really exciting, guys. Congratulations. And before we wrap up, would anyone else like to add anything else?
I'll just say we appreciate everyone listening and, just everyone hearing our cause and what we're working towards. We appreciate the time you've given us today, and, we're still gonna keep working and get this film made.
Thank you all for this presentation and answering questions from our audience. With that being said, I'd like to just thank you all for speaking today. I really enjoyed learning about your film and the great work that you have all done. I would also like to thank our attendees for taking their time out of their day to watch. It means a lot to have so many donors and alumni that care about the work and research in the College of Arts and Letters. I hope all of you have a great rest of the week, and go green.
Go white.
Go white.